Hi Gemini, welcome to your January 2020 channeled angel messages. I'm going to have oracle cards displayed here throughout the messages so you have a visual to focus on to see what symbols, colors, things are jumping out at you, what they mean for you, to pull a few personal messages for yourself through the generally channeled message. I'm going to step aside. You will be hearing bells. I do work with bells while I channel, but I'm going to step aside and let the archangels and spirit do the talking as far as what messages are coming in for Gemini. So my voice may sound a little bit different than the weekly videos, and I may be speaking differently because I am channeling. So I just want to let you guys know that because some people have been asking about that. But without further ado, Gemini, we're going to jump right on in. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, January 2020, please. Gemini, we come to you now with these messages. We ask that you receive them, that you take them with your preparedness for change, your desire for change. We have heard you. We have heard you asking for things to be different. We have heard you asking for things to change. And we ask that you prepare for the changes that are approaching. We ask that you prepare for the changes that are coming in. The following coming month, the months they're following after, well on through this year, there will be many crossroads you will find yourself at. There will be many transitions you will find yourself going through, all in connection with releasing negativity. Gemini, many of you have been lost in a false positivity. Many of you have been repressing emotions with the belief that you are being positive, with the belief that you are being high vibrational, all the while not being able to process the emotions that are pushed down beneath the surface. Gemini, it is time to acknowledge these feelings. Gemini, it is time to allow yourself the right to be hurt, the right to be upset, the right to be sad, to honor human emotion, and to not deem such emotion as negative, to not deem such emotion as inappropriate or unacceptable. For it is in the acknowledgement that you will be able to truly release. Gemini, the coming month and the months thereafter will assist you in learning the difference between ruminating, between sitting and stewing in something, and allowing yourself to feel and to release. You will begin to find certain forms of entertainment that you enjoyed will be very difficult to enjoy. You will begin to notice negativity that you were embracing and enjoying through various songs, movies, subject matters that no longer serve you. Gemini, your eyes will be opened and you will know and you will see that not all on your path wish ill for you. Not all on your path are judging you. Not all on your path are against you. Rather, certain situations will help you wake up and realize that you may be feeling uncomfortable about aspects of yourself, that we are now here around you attempting to assist you in becoming comfortable with them, to become comfortable with these aspects of yourself. As you may be judging yourself, you may be labeling yourself, you may be limiting yourself, and now is the time that you will be able to say these are parts in which make the whole of you, and they are all acceptable. They are all lovable. They do not make you less than anyone else. Gemini, it is time for you to acknowledge your feelings. It is time for you to acknowledge the things that cause you to feel trapped in those feelings, and to be prepared to release and let them go. Gemini, many of you will feel tired, some of you drained, some of you in need of sleep. And we ask that you make time to allow yourself to do these things. We ask that you give yourself time to honor and respect yourself and your body as you go through these transitions and changes. There is no need to force yourself to behave in a certain manner or to be more social. Allow yourself the time that you need to rest, to recover, to recharge as you experience the releases that are approaching. Gemini, as you find yourself evolving out of this negativity, out of this heavy rain cloud that seems to have followed you for so long, you are going to begin to realize that happiness is going to be a choice that you are making. This is to say, Gemini, as you are awakening, you will see the imperfections in those around you. You will see certain unfairnesses or injustices within your own life, even on a personal level. However, your eyes are opening to see the positive things that are approaching you at this time, the happy changes that are well on the way, as well as victories that you are finding yourself encountering on your path. And it is going to be a choice and a decision you find yourself making day after day, day in and day out, each and every day, a choice, a decision that you are making to focus on the positive, to embrace the positive, to rejoice in the positive. Gemini, we ask, we emphasize, we stress how very important it will be for you at this time to focus on and celebrate the small victories. It is in celebrating the small victories that the larger victories will come in, that they will begin to follow. You've been requesting, you've been asking to connect with your guardian angels, your spirit guides. You want messages. We are around you. We want you to receive these messages as well. But we need for you to be able to hear us. It is difficult. It is difficult to hear when we are in the lower vibrations. You are coming into the higher vibrations. You are going to come into the higher vibrations by being in your joy, your true joy. Once you have made this acceptance of what is, once you have made this acceptance of honoring your right to feel the way that you do, it is at that time you will be able to release and focus on what brings you happiness, what brings you soothing, what brings you fulfillment and joy. Again, we invite you to seek this out through positive forms of entertainment as you are releasing the negative that no longer serve you. And as you come into this happiness, as you come into this joy, your vibration lifts. You come into the higher vibration, and it will be here on this level that you will begin to hear your messages. It will be here in this level that you will begin to receive the guidance. It's been here all along, dear Gemini. It's been around you, there with you all along. But you will begin to access it. You will begin to reach it, much like it may be required to make use of a stepping stool or ladder to reach something in a high cupboard. This is what you are experiencing energetically. Your vibration is lifting you up to access these things and these symbolic cupboards, these supplies, these messages, this sustenance that we wish to bring you, you will be accessing it at this time, Gemini. We ask that you be patient with yourself in the process. You are entering a time of manifestation. You will find dreams that you have forgotten are beginning to take shape, beginning to form and to come into your physical experience, into your physical realm. You will find that you are attracting the things that you had perhaps at one point given up on, and you will find that these things are flowing in quite effortlessly, quite easily, because as you are in this joy, as you are in this higher vibration, your lessons are coming to you through joy, through positivity, through accomplishments. You are finding that as you allow yourself to be your natural self, your true self, to do things in the way that flow within you, you are coming into a universal flow of receiving. You are coming into a universal flow of productivity. Gemini, we stress here the term productivity. You are going to be producing, you are going to be creating energetically. Many of you may find a boost of energy coming in physically, where you are feeling the desire to do physical acts, to make physical acts, to take physical steps, whether it be cleansing, clearing, decluttering, walking, moving. It is in these small movements that you are clearing away stagnant energy that has been upon you so heavy for so long. This is releasing. As the stagnant energy leaves you, you are going to find a sudden torrent, an inflow, an incoming of wonderful new positive experiences, of wonderful new things taking shape in your reality. You are going to find that not all things must be a struggle. You are going to find that manifesting is quite a simple task, because you are going to be in the vibration. You are going to be in the energetic flow. This is the time, Gemini, where you are healing your relationships with money. You are healing your relationships with energy. You are healing your relationship within yourself, and understanding and realizing that you are worthy as you are in this moment now to receive. You've been creating some alternative version of yourself, believing it is this person who will be rewarded. This has caused a stop up in your flow. This has caused up a stagnation. But as you are embracing your true nature, your true self, your true natural way of being, you are finding that the flow is coming in much more easily for you at this time. Gemini, this is a message that we wish more than anything to shout from the rooftops for you at this time. Unconditional love. We ask that you meditate on this unconditional love. Do you understand the meaning of unconditional? Without condition. It means you are simply deserving as is in this moment now to be loved. It means that you are in this moment now loved. Whether or not you experience it to be true in the present moment, you are loved. We ask that you release these mental limitations of how you are viewing yourself in terms of worthiness, in terms of successfulness. Success is a thing defined in many different ways. by many different people. What is successful to one is not successful to another. And success is not equal to love or being worthy of love. We ask that you release yourself from the heavy, heavy expectations and requirements you've placed on yourself of all the things that must occur before you are successful or before you are loved. You are worthy in this moment now. We ask that you examine ways in which your love has been conditional towards others. We ask that you examine ways in which you have been viewing yourself as unworthy or undeserving of love in the present moment now. We ask that you examine your definition of success. We ask that you re-examine your definition of love. We ask that you meditate on your love language, Gemini. What is your love language? What is your love language? As you find this truth for yourself, the personal truth for yourself on your own personal level, you will begin to call in satisfying, rewarding relationships, fulfilling relationships with individuals who are on this same level, who speak this same language. You do not need to edit yourself so much. You do not need to attempt to edit or shape or mold others to fit your needs or your requirements. This is the month in which you will better understand universal flow. Simply by being in acceptance of all that you are, of all that is, and by surrounding yourself with the things that bring you joy, with the things that bring you happiness, with the things that make you feel connected in your heart source, in the things in which you feel love for. You will magnify it back, returning towards yourself in ways you cannot even begin to imagine.